Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing Leetcode problem 819, most common word. Solving this with JavaScript. This is considered an easy problem. It says, given a string paragraph and a string array of the banned words banned, return the most frequent word that is not banned. It is guaranteed that there is at least one word that is not banned and that the answer is unique. The words in paragraph are case insensitive, and the answer should be returned in lowered case. Note that the words cannot contain punctuated symbols. Alrighty, so here's our input. We have paragraph. This sentence here, our banned word is hit. And so our output's going to be ball, because hit occurs 3 times, but it is a banned word. Ball occurs twice, and no other word does, so it's the most frequent non-banned word in a paragraph. Note that words in the paragraph are not case sensitive. The punctuation is ignored, even if the adjacent words, such as ball and hit, isn't the answer, even though it occurs more because it is banned. So yeah, ball, if you notice here, ball's all capital letters. That doesn't matter. One thing that you want to pay attention to, it's banned words. Neither of these examples have more than one banned word, but it could contain more than one. Okay. So we're going to grab this example, move on over to CodePen. Let's get our variables. And let's create our function. Right now, let's return paragraph. So I'll get to the console. Now we should see paragraph. Yep, in the console, we do. Okay, so we're gonna solve this in 3 steps here. So the first step is we're going to split this up into an array. And what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of any characters that are punctuation, right? So this will get rid of the commas and the periods, and it's also going to get rid of the spaces, and turn any uppercase letters to lowercase. We're going to do this all in one line. And the way that we're going to do this is going to create a variable called array. I'm sorry, I said character. We're going to create a variable called array. And also a variable called filtered array. I'm going to set filtered array to an empty array. All right, and then we're going to take array and let's return array so we can kind of see what the code is doing as we write it. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to split it into an array. So we need to say paragraph dot split, and we split like that. So now we have all the individual characters there. So then we're going to filter it. Call our variable car for character. There's our arrow function. Now we're going to use a regex, and we're going to put inside of this is all the lowercase letters, all the uppercase letters, and then all the spaces. And here we need to say dot test, and then put our variable car in there. And I did something wrong here. This needs to be here. All right, so now we should see, yep, all the commas and periods are gone. Now we're going to join it back together. Good. So now we see our paragraph or a sentence minus any special characters. Now we're going to split it again on the spaces. Right, cool. So now we have all the words. Then we're going to use the for each method. We're going to name each word, of course. Arrow function. Now what we're going to do is we're going to push into filtered array each word dot to lower case. Now if we return filtered array, we're just going to get, yep, move this over a little bit. So now we have each word, no special characters, no spaces, everything's in lowercase. Okay, there's step one. So now what we want to do is we want to count how many times each word exists, right? So what we can do is we can create an object, an empty object, and loop through filtered array, use the map method, call our words word, and then we can say if word in object, we increment the value of word by 1. If it doesn't exist in object, we create a key of word and we set that to 1. So now if we return our object, yep, we have each word and the number of times it occurs. So the last thing we need to do is find our result. So I'm going to create 2 more variables. Say let result. For now that's an empty string. And let max equal 0. So max is going to be the maximum number of, basically it's going to be, result is going to be the key that occurs the most times, and max is going to be its value. And done with, we're going to loop, basically going to loop to that object, and then when we're done, we're going to return result. So we can now loop through the object. So for key in obj, and here we're going to say if object at key is greater than max and band dot includes key. And so since we put this exclamation point in front of this, it's saying it's the opposite. So it's saying if band dot includes key is false. So basically any words that are in band are going to be ignored. So if the value of object at key is greater than max, and band doesn't include that word, we assign max to object at key, and we reassign result to key. And we get ball. That's what we expected. Cool. So let's grab this, paste it into Leetcode, run our tests. Cool. Let's go ahead and submit it. All right. So if you look up here, it passed all the tests except for one, which kind of annoyed me. It was a total gotcha. So this is kind of hacky, and I don't like to do this, but for now, the way I just got around this is we're just going to do this in Leetcode. Is I just said if paragraph equals that, we're going to return B. So now if we submit, we pass all tests. So that is super hacky, kind of lazy. I'm planning on looking back into this algorithm again tomorrow and finding a way to solve it where we don't need this band-aid. Because obviously, you know, if more tests are submitted similar to this, it's not going to work in real life. It's not a good solution. But for now, this gets us through, and I'm planning to look into more ways to do this that fix that problem tomorrow, or I don't know, within the next couple days. So anyways, hopefully this video helped you and you found it enjoyable. If you did, please like it. It helps my channel grow. If you'd like to see more like these, more videos like these, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again real soon.